Sarah Ferguson's bombshell emails revealed in Epstein files have left her daughters stunned. At least, that's what the insiders are claiming. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie are reportedly mortified after explosive, newly released Jeffrey Epstein emails dragged their family back into one of the most toxic scandals in modern royal history. Among millions of documents published by the U.S. Department of Justice, a series of deeply uncomfortable exchanges involving their mother, Sarah Ferguson, and references to both daughters have surfaced, sparking shock, embarrassment, and renewed scrutiny of the York family. More than 3 million documents released as part of the latest batch of Epstein files have exposed fresh details about the convicted sex offender's ties to powerful figures. Among them are a number of emails allegedly exchanged between Epstein and Sarah Ferguson, the former Duchess of York, long after his 2008 conviction for sex trafficking minors. Several of those messages contain explicit references to Ferguson's daughters, who, according to sources, were blindsided by what has now emerged. Sources close to the sisters say they were left aghast and deeply embarrassed by the tone and content of the emails. One insider told the Daily Mail the princesses were mortified by what their mother had written, adding they had not been fully aware of just how close their parents' relationship with Epstein appeared to be. The source said the sisters were particularly shaken by references to their private lives and by images involving their father that have now resurfaced. Among the most disturbing messages is a reported email from March 2010 in which Epstein asks about a possible trip to New York. The reply, attributed to one Sarah, reads, "Not sure yet, just waiting for Eugenie to come back," and includes some explicit suggestions. The message was reportedly sent around the time of Princess Eugenie's 20th birthday, which she spent with her then-boyfriend, now husband, Jack Brooksbank. Other emails show Ferguson repeatedly praising Epstein, calling him a legend, and thanking him for complimenting her in front of her daughters. Former Prince Andrew also features prominently in the newly released Epstein files. Documents include photos appearing to show the disgraced former Duke posing on all fours over an unidentified woman on the floor. Images that sources say left Beatrice and Eugenie deeply unsettled. Emails also suggest Andrew sent photographs of his daughters to Epstein, and that Epstein offered in 2010 to set Andrew up with a friend. Andrew, who was stripped of his royal titles last year, has repeatedly denied all allegations of wrongdoing. The release of the files has also reignited serious accusations against Andrew. A second woman has now alleged that Epstein flew her to the UK in 2010 for a sexual encounter with the then prince, claiming she spent the night at Royal Lodge before being taken to Buckingham Palace for tea the next day. If true, it would mark the first time an Epstein survivor has alleged a sexual encounter occurred at a royal residence. While appearing in the documents doesn't mean anyone named is accused of a crime, the reputational damage is undeniable. For Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, who have spent years distancing themselves from their parents' scandals, the latest revelations have reopened painful wounds. Sources say the sisters are focused on protecting their own families and children, but remain shaken by the scale and intimacy of what has now come to light. As more Epstein files are reviewed and released, the York family's past is once again colliding with their present, and the fallout may be far from over.